What's up, guys? Welcome back to Taryns. It's me. I'm Taryn. If you are new, I do all live and private charity readings by donation. No donation ever mandatory, just greatly appreciated. Always encouraged. The ways that you can donate, if you choose to, are up here in the little bubble, as well as on the website, in the description, as well as stars if you are on Facebook. We are multi-streaming per usual on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You are welcome to request a reading from any of those places. I will pop your comment up on the screen and pull a couple cards for you. If you would like a reading, just share this live anywhere, everywhere, to your friends, to your mother, whoever. Comment, say, I would like a reading, and you will be on the list. Hi, guys. Bear with me. Let me get my screen up here so I can see everywhere. How is everybody doing this week, this Monday? Very good. So we have, thank you so much, Janice. Jennifer, and then Janice. So, Jennifer, this looks like we have the fool here in the past, which is recently embarking on a new journey, taking a leap of faith, really, kind of making ourselves vulnerable. And it looks like it has paid off. Two of Cups speaks to a connection, deepening, seeing eye to eye, being on the same page. It speaks to a strong connection. Temperance in the future reminds us to maintain a balance. So it's always good to do 110% and jump in, especially if you have a strong connection, but maintain moderation, maintain balance. Don't neglect other parts of your life as you pursue deeper this dynamic. Yes. Hi, Miss Crystal. How are you? How's everybody doing this fine Monday? I feel like this Monday is better than the last one. I told you guys I was going to start doing my lives every Monday night. That I am able, and then the first Monday night that came, I was not here. That was that wonky full moon that threw us all out of whack. And also, I went back to my day job, so there was an adjustment period, but I do plan to do Mondays for when I do go. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Crystal. Hi, how is everybody? Oh, not boys. Margaret, what are you doing? Janice, it looks like things have been going good for you in here. We've got the Nine of Cups, which is us having everything that we need, everything that we could ask for, and more so. Four of Cups in the present shows us in this reading is kind of like a zen-like place. So we hit our stride, we got what we needed. We've been in a good place, and I think there are people trying to maybe not actively trying to disarm your good time, but maybe there's some drama or chaos or whatever it is threatening to penetrate this good happy bubble. And this is saying, rise above, stay out of it, persevere. You do have a good thing going. You don't have to internalize everybody else's problems or chaos. Focus on your peace and your happiness and your sanity, just like you're doing right now. It might be harder here in the near future, but maintain it and it will pass. Let's see who we have next. Could use a reading, having some issues with people thinking my friend and I are more than friends. Let's see. Chaos in 2020? Never. That's bananas. That would never happen. If you are just tuning in, share this live, comment, say you'd like a reading. You will be on the list to get a reading. All readings are by donation. No donation ever mandatory. If you would like to skip the list, you can donate stars to do that. I think the focus here, Anna, isn't why people are assuming this or thinking this. I think the stress and the anxiety is why it stresses you out so much. It feels like you feel judged and isolated and alone. The Nine of Swords speaks to us feeling kind of cast out and in the dark and not knowing where to turn. And it reminds us, magician, that we are the creators of our own life, of our own path, of our own happiness. So I think this is calling to reflect on what it is that's really bothering you about this situation. I don't think it's the surface of what we seem to be assuming is affecting us. I think it might run up a little deeper than that. Crystal, my friend, if you comment, you are absolutely on the list. Just stick around. If you'd like to skip the list, the way you can do it's in the ticker down there. If you'd like to donate for your reading, directions, do that in that box or in the link in the description to this video, or all the other usual ways if you're a regular. But if you don't, more details in that link. All right, Miss Crystal, let's see what we got. How is everybody this Monday evening? Yeah, I said it earlier, but I think this Monday is better than last Monday. Last Monday was still the funk of the full moon that threw everybody out of whack. Like Thursday to Tuesday of just that. Everybody was stressed out, doubting themselves and crying and real bad. So you survived. If you're here, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you made it through that. It was rough on everybody. All right, let's see. Oh, Krista, thank you. See, Crystal. And then Krista, if you are asking for a reading, you will be next. Or if you're just donating, then love you per always. Let me know. I don't know if you're sticking around if you got time. So, Crystal, it looks like we are feeling a little run down, and maybe that full moon speech I just gave resonated too much, but it looks like we're feeling like things might be kind of crashing around us, crumbling. But all around, we speak to your power and capacity, and here in the future, justice, which is things balancing out, things playing out the way they're meant to play out. So this is one of those hold fast readings. Um, hold on and endure, and it may crash around you, but it's temporary. It passes. It needs to happen. So just breathe and tuck and roll, right? So now we skip to the great Krista, who is still on my ADD list of things to accomplish. It's just not up there, but it's in there. It's in the list. And also, thank you for sharing. Mm-hmm. Right. Crystal, you are welcome, per always. Oh, I know you know. That's why I haven't even been stressing about it. I'm like, I'll pop up in a month and a half, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, we were talking about a thing." So we always meet back up, and we just, I see you, seeing me, seeing you. Um, so it looks like, basically, it looks like you have established and built something very strong and stable and good. You have conquered and trial by fire, right? Now it looks like we're throwing out a bunch of shit. And maybe I shouldn't say this as I'm trying to prompt you with an idea, but I read them like I see them. It looks like we're flooded with new ideas and new concepts, and it looks like it's calling us to rein it in and focus on balance between maintenance and development. Um, New ideas are great and important, and it looks like as we are invigorated and inspired and flooded with all these different ways of thinking and these new ideas of saying, also call attention to what has you where you are currently and give that equal power and focus. Don't front load yourself is kind of what it feels like. Let's see who we have next. I'll say hi, Brittany on Twitch. Carrie was next. See what we got for Carrie Jones Ross. What a pretty profile picture. So let me tell you what I see here, Carrie. We have the Ten of Swords here. It looks like either these two people collectively or in opposition are causing us great distress. So the Ten of Swords is drama, trauma, chaos, not your run-of-the-mill heartache, going through some very tough stuff. And it doesn't feel like ill intent. It just feels like circumstance. And it just feels very unfortunate. And you're kind of, I don't know if you're caught in the crossfires or what the circumstance is. I would need to read more into it, but it looks like we're being impacted by just a very unfortunate circumstance. And this is usually when I like to remind people that sometimes you just gotta hold the fuck on, right? I could read more into it if you'd like to do a private reading. Now is when I like to remind people that all private readings are also by donation. If you would like to book one of those, you can book in my link in the description. Just book on my calendar. I'd be glad to have you. But yeah, so let's see who we have next. Margaret. Throw some cards, cause boys. You are the worst. You're absolutely welcome. Let's see. Break things. What am I doing this? All right. Maggie, what have you done now? I'm gonna start you a theme song. It's gonna be great. Runaway, toxic. I'm gonna just sing Britney Spears' Toxic whenever we do a boy reading for you. It looks like we are, it's almost like we're sailing from one minor toxic male energy off forth into a greater king asshole of toxicity. So it reads like we're getting over a toxic person by getting under a much more toxic person. Does that resonate with you? Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. Let's see. Oh, you said you thought it was in a good way. Maybe not. You want to do a private reading? Tell me. We'll do that. Courtney. Let's see. Hailey, yes, I have time. If you comment, you are absolutely on the list. Just stick around. I'll be glad to have you. If you like to skip the list, the way that you can do that is in the ticker below. If you'd like to book a private reading, the way that you can do that is in the description above. I like having all my details around so I don't have to spiel as much anymore. I can just point. Here, go there, read some of that. Read a little bit of this. Come back to me. Aaron, if you would like a reading, comment, let me know. I'd be glad to have you. All readings are by donation. No donation is ever mandatory. Just appreciate it. This is my job. I like to tell people tarot doesn't predict the future because it's not set in stone. We change the future every day with every decision that we make. So I'm never going to tell you anything scary that you have no impact over, because we always take control of our life with every step that we take, with every breath of every moment, right? So you decide where you're headed. You decide if you like where you're headed or if you want to make changes. I just tell you what it looks like currently, right? All right. Marianne, thank you. You are next after Courtney. Marianne sent 200 stars. Let's get to the line. Thank you, Marianne. Courtney. So it looks like we're making a life change. I was seeing it and then seeing it below. It looks like things have been smooth sailing, and now we're kind of taking this leap of faith. It looks like it is cautioning you against burnout. So wherever you're leaping into, it looks like it might expend a lot of spoons, right? A lot of emotional energy or time or whatever it is. And it's saying leap, you're going to leap, but be mindful of balance. Don't overextend yourself and run a new thing into the ground because you're doing too much. All right, Marianne. Thank you, Marianne. Let's see. I wish it showed the stars, but anyway, that's the comment where there's no stars. Let's see. Well, darn it, Marianne, this is just positive. Congrats. I don't get to yell at you right now. It speaks to abundance, being in the flow of your feminine energy, your spiritual energy, your connection. It's both grounded and connected. Um, it speaks to abundance. It's showing you very much in the line of where you want and need to be in here, and that spilling forth into the rest of your life. So it shows you being in more and more who you are, right? Empowered. It's a very validating spread. Let's see. Oh, buddy, spot on. So much spoons into the situation now. Well, Courtney, if you want to do a more in-depth reading, we can. But the overarching theme is make sure to maintain a balance and don't drive yourself into the ground. Marianne, you are absolutely welcome. Thank you so much. Let's see. Who do we have next? Courtney was last. And we have a Bonnie, and then Rosie Ariaga, and Shannon McKinney. Actually, Casey Belmont will be next after Bonnie because she donated to skip the line. Thank you, Casey. And then there's other people that I said you're still on the list. Thank you, ladies, so much for donating. Appreciate you per always. Bonnie, it looks like this is a warning that we are getting what we are asking for in engaging, and it's going to bite us in the ass. So this looks like a very red flag. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to call you out on the internet, but it looks like we're headed towards another breakdown regarding this king energy. I'm not going to say negative. Don't make me. I'll do it. It looks like we might need to cut contact before things get ugly. All right, we are skipping ahead to Casey, and then Hailey, and then back up the list. Let's see. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Hailey, for donating. I appreciate it. Might not. Let's see. No, then. See while I get there before I go cook dinner. If you have donated, I will make sure always to get to you before I go. Thank you are welcome. Casey, this looks like there's, I hesitate to say tension because it doesn't feel like tension, but it looks like there's a situation regarding two people that you love and care about. I don't know if this is like partner and child, but it feels like older and younger male energy, right? King and Knight of Pentacles. Both positive in their own right, but whatever the situation is, it looks like it's calling you to stay the fuck out of it. So I don't know if it's just saying stay out of it. It's not your situation, and it looks like it might cause more animosity or cause animosity if there isn't any by engaging and interjecting. Just let it play out on its own, if that makes sense. All right. Hailey, thank you so much for guiding. Then we will go back up the list and then Maryam. Aaron, that is perfectly fine. You were on the list and you don't have to give me anything. I will do my best to get. Awesome, Courtney. I will see you there. So, Hailey, this is a very positive reading. Ten of Cups speaks to a strong, positive connection, being in tune, happy. The sun is warmth, contentment, being in a good, positive place. It looks like we might be at a risk of overthinking ourselves out of that good place. So the Queen of Swords is the queen of the mind, it's the headspace logic, which is a good thing. But in all of this emotion, feely, warm, non-tangible stuff, this can very much be a cog in the wheel. So it looks like this is both validation that you were in a good place, but also kind of a warning to not think yourself out of that happiness. All right, and now we are on Diamond because she too donated. Thank you, Diamond. I was just thinking about you the other day. I haven't seen her. Wonder how much of these lives is just you guys hearing me gently. So this very nice turn from my last reading. Thank you, Hailey. You are absolutely welcome. So Diamond. Oh, you scared the crap out of me. I thought that. I'm sorry, guys, and also Diamond, and also I'm about to finish up. So, I'm gonna play Among Us as well. Spoiler alert: I'm gonna cook dinner and play Among Us after this with you guys. But, sweet. Well, let me get a couple more people in, and so Diamond. It looks like we have two fairly grounded and centered and reasonable people. This one feels to have authority and control over the other, and it looks like it's causing some strain, some tension, because I don't know if it's a battle for to be the daddy in the relationship or what it is, and it's a back and forth. Um, but it's saying to stick it. It's very solid, and it's just like a bickering thing. It's kind of saying like rise above it, get out of it, get over it, maybe yield a little. That makes sense. Okay, guys, let's see. I will scroll back up and let me hit. I said I was leaving, but I want to make sure I get Aaron because he did say it was his first time and call his name. I'm going to do that. I'll go and then let's see. Aaron J, the first timer. Okay, so generally I don't read reversals. That is an option among tarot readers, but sometimes you'll see cards reversed, sometimes you won't. I generally don't reverse them because I feel like they have their own meaning and symbolism already. So when reversals pop up in my deck, because I do so much to fight against them, I overemphasize them. And Drusilla, yes, I will get to you before I go. Thank you for donating. So because we have this reversal here, the Eight of Cups reverse. Eight of Cups is usually us walking away from something, realizing when something has served its time and ran its course. And this reverse is like us realizing something was right for us, or realizing, running towards something. You're like, oh crap, this is where we need to be headed. And it looks like it's in regards to numbers to make equations out of them, and this one can be 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 4 is my favorite number, fun fact. And yes, so it looks like it looks like us realizing and running to or stumbling into a connection where we feel seen. 2 of Cups is kind of eye to eye, heart to heart, on the same page. Basically, what I feel from this is us going like head first, all in into something, and doing too much too fast, and then kind of checking out, disconnecting. So it's saying like we went gung-ho in, and maybe in order to avoid this check out, disconnect, apathy later down the road, we reel it in and not front load the dynamic with too much. Does that make sense? It's hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, it looks like we've made a connection, and it's saying to like take it easy instead of going too much too fast and tanking yourself. Okay. And then Miss Drusilla. Erin, thank you. That was lovely feedback. Appreciate to have you, and thank you so much for letting me be your first reading. If you would ever like to have a private, more in-depth reading, we do Zoom calls. By me, I mean me, it's just me. Me and you do a Zoom call and talk through the reading and whatnot. And those are by donation as well. Links are in the description on the website. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Would love to have you. All right. Priscilla, how are you? It looks like you have been isolated. No shit. Weird 2020. It looks like we have been feeling withdrawn and alone and just enduring and toughing it out, and we might feel kind of at the end of our rope, just going through the same old of life. It looks like the sun is just around the corner and things brighten up for you. So just this is one of those hold on type things, right? You're on the right track, you're in the right direction, and things are going to feel warmer and brighter and easier much sooner than you think. So take it easy on yourself, but don't give up. And that looks like a good place to call it, guys. If you would like to book a private reading, like I said, check the details out in the description. I will be doing this Monday nights as best I can, roughly 7. When I lock it in day and time, I will make an event on the page so you can get notified. But that's the rough goal right now. Don't want to commit because winter and holidays get crazy, but that's the goal. Until next time, check out the podcast. Send us your spooky or spiritual stories. Listen, tell me how you feel about it. Book a private reading. Message me. Tell me how you've been. And I'll see you. Love and peace and happiness and all that good stuff. You guys. See you soon. Bye.